Do you remember Earn to Die? The game where an old, broken car was somehow humanity's last hope against a zombie apocalypse. There were no online battles, no character customization, and no complicated mechanics. You just held down the accelerator and tried to drive as far as possible. Sounds simple, but somehow it became one of the most addictive mobile games ever made. Earn to Die was originally released in 2012 by an Australian indie developer called Toffee Games. It first became popular as a flash game before exploding on mobile. The problem? Your first car was absolutely terrible. It barely had enough fuel to leave the starting area. Every run ended the same way. You ran out of fuel or crashed into a wall of zombies, but every failure rewarded you with cash. And that cash changed everything. You could upgrade your engine, install a larger fuel tank, improve your transmission, buy bigger wheels, add boost, and eventually mount weapons to the front of your vehicle. With every upgrade, you could drive a little farther than before. Without realizing it, you were trapped inside one of the most satisfying progression systems in mobile gaming. The game constantly rewarded you. Every few runs, you unlocked a brand new vehicle. What started as a tiny rusty car slowly became pickup trucks, sports cars, school buses, monster-like machines, and eventually massive military vehicles capable of smashing through entire zombie hordes without slowing down. Watching that transformation never got old. One of the reasons Earn to Die felt so satisfying was its physics. Zombies didn't just disappear, they bounced across the road, rolled over your windshield, flew into the air, and every collision made your vehicle feel heavier and more powerful. The boost system made things even better. Saving your boost for the perfect jump or blasting through a massive crowd of zombies was incredibly satisfying every single time. The sound design also deserves credit. The roaring engines, crunching metal, explosions, and the impact of hitting dozens of zombies all came together to make every run feel rewarding. Visually, the game wasn't trying to be realistic. Its dusty environments, detailed vehicles, smooth animations, and satisfying destruction gave it a style that still holds up surprisingly well today. And remember, this was a mobile game from more than a decade ago. Its success eventually led to Earn to Die 2, which introduced longer levels, new locations, and even more vehicles while keeping the same addictive gameplay loop that made the original so memorable. Even today, plenty of mobile games try to copy this formula. Upgrade your vehicle, drive farther, earn more money, repeat. But very few capture the same feeling that Earn to Die did. Because it was never just about driving. It was about slowly turning a hopeless situation into unstoppable progress. More than 10 years later, Earn to Die is still remembered as one of the greatest mobile games ever made. Not because it had the biggest budget or the best graphics, but because it proved that one brilliant idea executed almost perfectly is sometimes all a game needs. And honestly, if you played Earn to Die back then, you probably still remember the feeling of finally reaching that helicopter.